What's up, geeks? How you guys doing? Welcome to For the Geeks Podcast. It is episode 12. Again, it's been a while since the last one. I don't remember. When the fuck was the last one? Couple weeks ago. But we're still chugging out content. It just takes a little longer. John's still a hoe, and he will be until fucking January. But in the meantime, it's just going to be us two because we're usually available around this time anyway. So whatever. Unless someone wakes up at fucking 7 in the morning on a Saturday, which nobody's going to do except me because I'm used to it. Anywho, Ryan, you look so enthused. You're just chilling looking at your fucking monitor.
I am. I'm just chilling because it's Saturday. I just want to play game. So it's a chill day.
Me too. Yeah. Well, after this, I'm going to play for like a couple hours, and then I have to work for 3 hours, and then I can go back home and stream and play more video games. Yay.
Yay.
I feel like...
What games?
Huh?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I feel like Saturdays for me are like my decompression day, and then Sunday is like prepare for Monday day. Like that's... Yeah, I don't know how you feel about your weekend, but like that's like Saturday. I don't want to do shit unless like plans come to me like weeks beforehand, like the Christmas exchange. Because I don't want to do shit on a Saturday. I just want to play video games and stay home. What were you gonna say?
I mean, no, I forgot. But I usually I do a lot of stuff on Saturday. We go out a lot. Actually, play game whenever we have the chance. Mm-hmm. But usually, because I work from home a lot too, so I get to play game on downtime. So
yeah, you lucky
it's not
fuck.
really a problem.
Lucky ass. I think you're gonna ask me about what games.
Oh yeah, what games are you playing anyway?
So for the viewers that don't know, I'm currently playing. I just got into again for the third time. Lord of the Rings Online. I'm giving it another try because
Ew.
I'm really. But what do you mean, ew? You haven't even played it. What the fuck?
I'm kidding.
Shit. Which is ironic because that's usually my counter. That argument's thrown at me because I don't play a lot of games because I don't want to test them. But no, Lord of the Rings Online is pretty interesting. There are some characters that don't exist in the books that are in there to push along the story, but for the most part, a lot of it is lore accurate, which is really good. So I don't have a problem with it. I like, as much as I love sandboxes, I'm okay with some linear MMORPGs such as this because it has to have a thriving story. So for Final Fantasy XIV, hi Lily, Final Fantasy XIV, Lord of the Rings Online, Star Wars The Old Republic, those I'm okay with being linear. They don't have to be sandbox because it has a good story. Although it would be interesting to see sandbox, but I don't think it would work because everything is so heavily dependent on story, whereas sandbox, the story doesn't really fucking matter, so you can just do whatever you want. I can't really see that with Lord of the Rings because, especially like open world PvP, because in Lord of the Rings, you don't really have a lot of wars between races except for the orcs and Uruk-hai. Even though the elves and dwarves hate each other, it's not like they go to war every fucking day. So I'm playing that, and I'm almost done with Batman Arkham Knight, which I will probably finish tonight. It is a really good game. I'm glad I have my new computer to play it on, because I tried playing it on my potato when the game first came out, and yeah, no, I got like 20 FPS when I was playing it back then.
That's an optimal FPS there, 24.69.
It's Minecraft shit right there.
It's beautiful.
Ugh. And then, damn it, I wish I had a cat to pet. Fuck. And then, what else? Hold on, wait, my train of thought is gone. God damn it.
Oh,
Talking about Batman.
This podcast is failing.
No, it's not. It's only failing when we quit, which is not.
I quit.
No, fuck you. Oh, okay. No. Wait, no. Damn it, it's gone. Wait, my train of thought. Batman. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think the next investment I'm gonna make, besides a new microphone and and paying off this computer, is buying a 4K monitor with over 60 hertz, because then I could, according to Simon, then I can really experience my computer, which
Yeah, you
I
have
guess
3080,
yeah.
isn't it?
I do have a 3080. My monitor is only
10.
1080 with 60 hertz. So yeah, I cheaped out because yeah.
Yeah.
I like the number 20. I like 27-inch monitors because that's like a good size. It's about as big as an iMac screen, that's literally the reason why I bought the monitor to be. I want a monitor as big as what Apple has, and then just keep it that way.
I think if you want to go 4K, you have to go at least 32 inch, because if it's 27, it's too small for 4K.
No, 27 is pretty big right now.
27 is, I use 27 for like my 2K monitor.
Oh, wait, you have a 2K monitor? Maybe I should just get...
A 1440p, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 1440p
Okay.
monitor. I just bought it for Black Friday.
How much?
It was 250. It was like 50% off.
You lucky bitch. Maybe I'll do that next year.
It's a Samsung G5 Odyssey, whatever.
Samsung.
It's the same model of monitor, the one I had before, the 1080p, but they released the 2K version, so I bought that. And it was on sale for like huge sale.
Well, yeah,
50%.
I saw a lot of big sales. This could segue into the first topic before I talk about something serious for the cast. But what did you buy for Black Friday?
Monitor. I bought
Just
a
the
monitor.
monitor?
I bought a wireless earbud for my phone, or wireless earpiece.
Oh, nice.
This thing.
Which kind is it?
What do you mean, which kind?
What's the brand?
Oh, JBL.
Never heard of it.
Jesus Bless Life.
Jesus.
Jesus Bless Life's brand.
Jet Butthole Laboratory. Yeah.
There you go. What else did I buy? I think that's it. I only bought just 2 items.
Well, look at you fucking budgeting like an adult.
Well, one of the items like close to $300.
Yeah, well, yeah, the most I ever spent was $200 on Black Friday.
200.
Well, it was $200, but it was like a lot of things. I went to Best Buy back when I gave back before Amazon really took off, and I bought a shit ton of Blu-rays. I bought like 20 different Blu-rays,
Oh my god.
TV shows and movies. I'm like, oh, it's $10. Might as fucking well.
The most I've spent on Black Friday was close to 700.
God, what the hell were you buying?
I bought my 2070 RTX,
Okay,
a
fair
Nintendo
enough.
Switch,
And a Nintendo Switch.
and a Samsung S9.
How the hell did that fit into $700? That must
Maybe
have
it
been
was
a deal.
Maybe it was 800.
But
because
like this
the
2070's fucking, that's like $800 by itself.
At the time, I got it on. It was a little bit on sale because it was during the Bitcoin crazy mining thing.
Yeah.
But there was like one came out available for Amazon
Oh.
for like 350.
Oh
So
shit.
I got that. I bought it.
You got lucky.
I got lucky with the 2070. It was a
Super
good. It's a
lucky.
good one too. Like, yeah, it's like by Nvidia and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, yeah, so I'll buy a 2070 for $350.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, the Switch was on sale. It was from Best Buy. Oh no, it wasn't Was it a Switch? No, it wasn't a Switch. It was a 3DS.
Oh, okay.
It
I'm
was a
like, yeah, I'm like a
3DS.
Switch. I'm like, there's no
No,
way.
it wasn't Switch. At the time, Switch wasn't really out yet. It was the 3DS.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, I think it was 3DS because I got it with the Luigi's Mansion in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I got that.
Nice.
And then Samsung S9.
Oh, okay.
It was like huge sale on that, so I got that.
Very nice.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. This year, I didn't really splooge them because it always happens on the second paycheck, and I'm like, I can't really spend on the second paycheck, because I'm like, this has to. What is she doing?
I don't know.
She's derping around.
She's you can see her.
No, you're in the way now.
Where is she on the camera?
She's right behind you.
Like that.
Now she's looking at the camera. She's like, I'm in the spotlight. Goofy cat. No, I can't really spend it because I have to really spend the second paycheck on like fucking bills and rent and shit. So the first one I splurge, but I save, and the second one I have to bills and shit as adult.
Couldn't you have saved like the first paycheck?
I did,
first paycheck from last month.
I did, yeah, but I also had to control myself because I needed to actually save instead of just buy stuff. What do you? Oh,
she's under my chair. I don't want to run over her. Well, good thing I have wireless headset, so it's fine.
For the listeners, his cat is just being goofy right now. She's got morning zoomies under his desk.
He has morning zoomies. It's ridiculous. Come on. Okay.
Does she give you the 3 o'clock in the morning zoomies? Like she wake you up and
she wakes me up 6 a.m.
Oh, okay. That's why you're up so fucking early.
Yeah. Because she's
your natural alarm clock.
Yeah. She just starts running around and starts scratching the carpet and it makes a lot of noise. So I'm like, ugh.
All right, you have carpet now. Ew.
Carpet. Oh no, yeah. Second floor and the stairs is carpet. The first floor is all wooden.
Okay.
And then she likes to scratch a lot of things.
That's what cats do.
Yeah.
Do you ever cut her nails?
I trim her nails, yeah, but she still scratches stuff.
I'm just curious because some cats don't like that, but she's a ragdoll and it's totally okay with that. Just like Elliot.
She doesn't like it. Like she tries to pull her paws away when you try to trim it. But she'll eventually get it, and she doesn't like fight back.
For that to work on my mom's cat Elliot, you have to like roll him up in a burrito and then just someone pets his head and then you just pull his paw away and just snip.
That usually works with her too. Like if you just put them in a burrito, they just like stay get paralyzed.
Yeah. They're like, I don't know what to do anymore. I'm stuck.
She's gonna type an email to send it to her cousin Charles in London.
Charles. So what I bought was I'm trying to remember. Okay, I bought a new backpack because I needed one because I had my now old backpack. I had that one for probably 10 years. That's the longest I've ever had a fucking backpack, which is ridiculous. But it served me well, and now it'll serve as like an extra backpack. So I got that. I just bought one for like $30. I bought sparkling water.
Sparkling water?
Yeah, I did, because I just was reading off what I got from fucking Amazon.
On Black Friday, you bought sparkling water?
Yeah. Now she's kneading. She's making dough.
Why would you buy sparkling? That
because I need sparkling water.
Why don't you just buy normal water?
Because I like sparkling water. We've been over this, why I need sparkling water. I quit soda 3 years ago, but I need carbonated drink to go with heavy or salty food. I'm not drinking plain water with like a fucking burger. That's
I drink
gross.
Plain water with burger. It's delicious.
It's gross because there's nothing breaking down the heavy in your mouth. It's just there.
Soda doesn't break down the heavy in your mouth either.
Yes, it does, because it's carbonated.
You know what breaks down heavy thing in your mouth? Some good hot tea after a good burger.
See, who the hell? Tea and burgers? What the?
Delicious.
That's
after eating 7 slices of pizza myself, I like to quench myself with a nice, tasty, hot jasmine tea.
Only after 7? You just leave the 8th one after you drink the tea?
Who the fuck eats 8 slices of pizza?
If I'm high as fuck, I'm eating 8 slices of pizza in one sitting, which I have done before.
I can't do 8. I can do 7. When I was really hungry, like the Domino's, the large pizza.
Oh, okay.
I ate 6 to 7.
Wow, you must have been depressed.
And then I was so hungry. I ate 7, but then I don't eat dinner anymore after that. It's like,
I figured. I was like that recently for we keep going on tangents, but I'll continue this one.
Fine.
This is good. No, there's this one shop down the street. I forgot the name of it, but it like mimics New York pizza, and I ate that about a week after I came back from. A couple months after I came back from New York. Yeah, because I was like, you know what? I'm craving New York style pizza, but I don't know if there's any legit ones. I go to this one. I order a medium, which is 6 slices. It's fucking gone within like 10 minutes because it's thin crust. so I could eat more of it compared to, regular crust. And it was fucking delicious. I'm like, I'm never going back to Domino's, Pizza Hut. Fuck those delivery companies, except for Hungry Howie's. That is still my favorite delivery pizza by far, simply because of the quality of their crust and ingredients is actually far superior to all the other big delivery companies. And for those of you who don't know, Hungry Howie's they have a couple shops here in California, but that's an East Coast chain, so they're slowly inching over here. What makes them really stand out is they have like you can customize your crust, so you can ask for you can have onion flavor, brushed over the crust. You can have garlic butter. You can have extra cheese on it, etc. And then they have weird pizza concoction flavors like cheeseburger pizza, which actually tastes like a fucking cheeseburger. So that's pretty good. But anyway, back to the Black Friday thing. So yeah, I bought the sparkling water, the backpack, and then I bought figurines. I bought Lord Draken, which is a Power Ranger. That's when the evil version of Tommy Oliver took over. Well, he was still the Green Ranger at the time. He killed Jason, and then he got the White Ranger upgrade, so he became a hybrid of white and green. So that's a good one. All the White and Green Ranger figures were out of stock for, I'll tell you guys why after this topic. And then I bought Geralt.
Urine armor?
With the urine armor. Yeah, no, fucking typos. Well, no, with the Viper armor and then Aradin figures, so I could do some Witcher stuff. And I want to do a couple where it's I want to have Aradin in the background and Geralt in the foreground, but as I'm going to attack, I want to use Photoshop and bring up the menu, the in-game menu, the circle. I think that would be a cool picture. That would be that's a meta. Yeah, that's funny. And then, well, I didn't buy it, but I got it the same day as all my Black Friday deliveries. The Obi-Wan Kenobi Tibidon Station figurine. I'm trying to think of what I bought. One video game. It was Return to Monkey Island. That was on sale
on Steam.
For a couple dollars off, which I can't fucking wait to play because I have waited. It's the actual sequel to The Secret of Monkey Island and Return to Monkey Island, because it's by the original creator. All the other Monkey Island games after that, Curse of Monkey Island, Tales of Monkey Island, Escape from Monkey Island, are not made by the creator, so he doesn't consider them canon, which sucks because my first introduction was Curse of Monkey Island, but that was purely Lucasfilm. It wasn't the creator. But I like all the dry humor and the puns that are all in those games. Those very self-aware games are pretty good.
Did they break the fourth wall in the game?
Yes, they break the fourth wall. There's a moment in I think it's Return to Monkey Island where Guybrush goes into the forest.
One 900-740 JEDI. Remember, kids, if you're under 18, ask your parents before calling.
Lucasfilm Games hint line. Chester speaking.
I'm lost in the Dinky Island jungle in Monkey 2.
Look, there are only two ways out of the room you're in. Figure it out, knucklehead.
I'm lost in the Dinky Island jungle in Monkey 2.
I told you, just walk off the edge of the screen. How hard could that be?
When is Swaddle gonna ship?
It's been out for some time now. Where have you been, playing some frustrating graphic adventure?
Who thought up that dumb stump joke?
I am tired of hearing about that damn stump. Do you have any idea how many calls I get a day about that? Don't ask me about it again.
Where do babies come from?
What are you, a pervert? What's wrong with you?
Why do adventure games cost so much?
Hey, I just work here.
What is the secret of Monkey Island?
Oh, I'm fed fed up with stupid questions like that. It's a surprise, okay?
How much money have I spent talking to you?
75 cents a minute. You can ask your computer to work out the math for you.
Thank you. You've been very helpful. Goodbye.
Yeah, sure.
You're going through like a forest and he comes across a tree and there's a phone there, which is weird because this takes place during a pirate, era, whenever the fuck that is. Oh, the 1800s. And they don't have phones attached to trees. I mean, we don't have that today either. And there's a phone there and he picks it up and he's talking to LucasArts front desk. And he's talking to the receptionist. I'm like, yeah, that's definitely fucking fourth wall breaking and corny. I like that. And he makes references to things outside of the game, which is funny. I'll stream that at some point because yeah, I'm dying to play that game. But yeah, that's all I bought this year for Black Friday.
I didn't even buy any game.
Not even. Are you gonna get Harvestella?
No.
What?
I don't feel like it. Like when I was looking at it, because the whole reason I like Harvest Moon and Stardew was because the focus on it wasn't the combat. The focus was the
farming.
The farming, the harvesting. But when I look at Harvestella, the focus is like it wasn't so much the farming. It was like there's a lot of combat too. Like you have to fight and do this and do that, and you have to like okay, I get it. You have to progress the town and protect it. But then there's like when I look at trailer, there's like scene where like the town's like under doom and like you gotta finish a quest before you can do anything else. I'm like,
oh yeah, that's
well,
right.
I wanna play Harvest Moon style game just so I can just like fucking milk my cow or something. Jesus, I don't want to save the city. Like I have girls to propose to or whatnot. I don't
like fucking what's the other one that does it? My Time at Portia.
Yeah. Like even My Time in Portia was like pretty heavy on the combat because you gotta go through like dungeons and stuff sometimes.
Yeah, to get materials.
Yeah, the best one is of course Stardew because the dungeon part isn't necessary. Of course, there's like mining and stuff like that. But the combat isn't the main focus of that game. It was just farming and
it's just an addition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's fine. I like that. But the one I wanted was the Ogre Tactics. But that of course just came out, so it's not on sale.
It's not gonna be on sale. No.
No, it won't probably not for another 1 or 2 years. So I'll just wait. So I didn't buy anything, and I stopped my subscription for 14 for now because my sister is not playing it anymore.
Oh, okay.
I think she got bored, which I get.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's so hard to get through the first 50 levels.
Oh my god. Tell me about it.
I don't know why they just don't like. Well, I guess you can't really just change the story of the first game because it just ruins everything. But
yeah.
Although I feel like if you skip through it a little bit, it's not really gonna. I kind of skipped through it when I played it because I got bored of the story of the first part.
I did too.
They only got good after in Heavensward, so that's a long way.
Yeah.
So,
I told that to a new follower of mine on Twitch yesterday because he was like, I'm oblivious to Final Fantasy 14. I'm like, well, if you ever go play it, you're going to have to suffer through the first 50 levels.
Yeah.
Until you get to Heavensward, because that's about a dragon war, which is a lot more exciting than whatever the fuck's going on in ARR. Shit.
Yeah, the story and everything is a lot better, and well, the area is a lot nicer too, because like the only nice area in ARR is Gridania.
That's why I picked that. That's why I picked that as my hometown. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. That was the only nice place, and then second one's of course in Heavensward.
Your favorite is Ul'dah.
Oh fucking Ul'dah! I hate that place.
Your house in a box.
Yeah, I actually like Heavensward because you have Ishgard, which is like a whole castle, and then it's like a French-based castle, right? It's like an European-style castle, medieval-style castle, and then you have a bunch of snows, and then you have like just floating islands on a cloud, which is like kind of like what Final Fantasy used to be in a way.
Yeah,
like an old school, super fantasy,
high fantasy. Yeah, it's fantasy. Just like the fairy area in in
Shadowbringers? Shadowbringers, right?
Yeah. That place too was really pretty. I looked at it, I was like, oh wow, this is very well done art wise.
Yeah, that one's nice. Like the whole Shadowbringer area is pretty good too. Is actually really good too. That's probably my second favorite area, like the Crystarium and stuff like that. Endwalker area just pisses me off.
I love it. I know you don't like it.
Like the Charlian part's okay. But the rest are just like whatever. It didn't really impress me.
I liked the last level. That level was that was pretty cool. Of course, the music is powerful.
Music sucks. I hated that shit.
You hate it because you're fucking like Simon. You don't have any emotion, man. You didn't cry when, I'm not gonna spoil it, when stuff happens. You pussy.
It's like,
damn.
Well, the thing is too is like there's a tribe quest there now.
Yeah,
to get that jellyfish. And I
jellyfish.
kept hearing that music. I'm like, fuck this fucking.
Why don't you turn off
song?
the in-game music?
Well, I didn't because I like the other place's music.
Oh, okay.
So I just turned on my mount music. So whenever I ride a mount, I have to hear that bullshit.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do that too. What was I gonna say? Because I like the chocobo music when you're on the fat chocobo.
I like the music. I have the mounts where you're being carried by 8 catfish. That little pelican. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the one I like. I really like to use that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so the music on that one's funny, so I like that. But the last area's fucking music, I hated it.
Fuck, what was I gonna say? I like Endwalker. I don't really care so much about. Well, I like old Charlian, but I don't really care so much about the inside. Is interesting because it's like a whole ecosystem underground, which I find cool. And then wait, what other? The Indian, not the Indian, the fucking what is the name of the elephant area? Rajasthan. That place is
based on India.
I know, but it's not Indian. It's elephant. Because there's no human ethnicities in the game. But no, that place is interesting. It's not as
that place like a shithole.
Yeah, I mean, they're not rich.
They have a good NPC placement. I'll give them that.
Yes, yes, they do.
Like teleporter next to the bell, next to the shops, everything's there.
Yeah, that's convenient.
That's fine. It was like Crystarium too. Not Crystarium. Yulmore. Yulmore was like that too. It wasn't too bad. But then of course there's no market board, so there's that.
I hate that. I like Kugane still as my favorite town because I love. That's the best part about Stormblood is the Japanese influence because I mean fucking for those of you who haven't played Final Fantasy 14 but know who Yojimbo is from Final Fantasy 10, the motherfucker is a boss fight in Final Fantasy 14, which I was just super elated. That's one thing I love about this online game is that they're just like, oh, here's more fan service, people that love any type of the Final Fantasy game. You got Yojimbo in the game, Shiva obviously, although she's not specific to Final Fantasy X. Same with Ifrit is, and
Ifrit
then
is in every game,
no, I don't think I've seen him. He's not in Final Fantasy 13. I don't think.
Wait, what do you mean? As a boss fight or like a summon?
As an existence.
There's on 15, isn't it? He's there, isn't he?
No, in 15 it's Ramu, the Atlas guy, and I don't remember. Let me look this up. I'm probably wrong about a lot of things.
Because in 7 you can summon Ifrit, and 6 you can summon Ifrit, so it's in 5.
Well, never mind. Fuck me then. Well, okay, yeah, okay. God damn it, he's in all of them. Well, whatever.
He's in every Final Fantasy, almost every Final Fantasy. Like you can do summoning.
I like his appearance the best in Final Fantasy X because he's swole, and his ultimate is he. makes this giant meteor in the sky, and then he picks up a rock. He tosses you in there, and then he picks up a piece of the ground and fucking chucks it at you, and you bam, you explode.
Wait,
fucking
rock?
Yeah.
Isn't that Titan?
No. Ifrit's ultimate, I think it's a meteor strike, is first he beats the shit out of you, and then he makes a giant column of fire, and then he condenses it into like a, I'm going to have to link it in the fucking video right here. And he and he condenses it into a flying orb, and the enemy is circling around it. Whoever you're attacking is circling around it. Then he digs his claws into the earth underneath him. He lifts it up and he throws it upward, and it smacks you, and then you fall down. That's his ultimate.
That's some fucking Wargreymon shit.
He's cool, but no, that's his most like athletically huge form. Like if you when I saw him in Final Fantasy 14, the dude looked anorexic, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Just like Bahamut looks fucking anorexic for some reason.
As shit.
If you go to Final Fantasy 10, he's fucking huge. I'll link his ultimate in this video too. Mega Flare, which he just gets on all fours, the fan on his back starts spinning, opens his mouth, and Kamehamehas out at the enemy, which I always liked that Mega Flare. It was automatically a limit break. It didn't have a limit on its damage, so it could always go over 10,000 damage. Whereas everything else in the game, you had to like modify your weapon and your accessory for yourself to break the damage barrier. I don't know if does any other Final Fantasy have that where you could break 10,000 damage?
I don't think so. Well, 9999, right? Like 9,000.
Yeah.
I never played any Final Fantasy beyond, well, on console, not anything beyond 9. I played 10 a little bit, like and then I didn't play, of course I didn't play 11. I didn't play 12, 13, or 15, so I have no clue. But all the previous ones, usually it's 9,900 is the limit. I don't remember seeing any number higher than that, so.
Okay. Yeah, because there's the way you customize your weapon and accessory. It's called I think it's like break
the limit.
I don't know what the actual wording is called. It's not limit break. And it
break
allows,
the limit break.
It allows your character to do damage over that set amount, as well as you can also unlock that for your Aeons, your other Aeons, which I found interesting because I've never seen that in a Final Fantasy where you basically are leveling up your summons, and by giving that, you give them items. And then they get new abilities, their stats go up, and then they become just as powerful as you, which I find to be super cool. Because if you have it strong enough, all you have to do is just summon one. You can just wipe out whatever the fuck is in front of you without actually fighting, which I've done before. And I wasn't cheating either. It just took me a long-ass time to get there, because that's all I would play every day after class in college was the Final Fantasy X
The remake?
Remaster on PS3.
Remaster,
yeah, because I was so happy when I got it, and I'm just like, I'm gonna play this every day, and I did. That was also when I got the 200 the 200 lightning strike dodges. I stayed up till 4 a.m.
Oh my god!
I made sure it was quiet, and I'm like, okay, for an hour straight, I was undisturbed. Took off my headset, and I would run around in circles for an hour, and I dodged 200 lightning bolts in the game, and I got the achievement. And I'm I'm never doing this shit again. I had to do it so I could fucking fully unlock, who was it? It was Lulu's celestial weapon, I believe. Yeah. My God, that is one of the stupidest things I've ever done in a video game, and it was hard.
What a nerd.
Hey, shut up. But anyway, back to the Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, it's got a lot of. It even has the Knights of the Round, one of the most powerful summons in all of Final Fantasy. From Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, it's
7,
fucking. Yeah. It's a boss fight. So you see fucking Lancelot and the whole round table. I'm just like, oh, that's cool.
My favorite summon in all Final Fantasy is, of course, the best, the Chocobo and Moogle summon.
Oh my god.
In Final Fantasy Tactics, the red Chocobo, I think it's the red Chocobo. They can, they do that in 14 also in Bastia. They have this Chocobo called the Red Comet.
The evil Chocobo.
Yeah, so they can summon a meteor and destroy you. But basically in Tactics, they can kind of, I believe they can do that too. Like they can summon a meteor and just hit you, called the Red Comet.
These fucking Chocobos.
Powerful.
This reminds me of the trailer I sent you, Cocaine Bear. I feel like these Chocobos got into some cocaine and then they became evil.
Well, have you played the game Chocobo Dungeon?
No. Never heard of it.
It's like so you're playing as a Chocobo with your friend Moogle, and your friend is the White Mage, like the typical White Mage character, like the one with the pink hair and everything like that. That kind of like Final Fantasy's mascot at the time.
Yeah.
Their like idea of what White Mage looks like. You travel dungeons with them together. But anyway, it's a dungeon. It's not really a dungeon crawler. Like it's like a tile. It's like a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon kind of style. Like you move by tiles and you attack.
Okay.
It's like kind of like Crypt of the Necrodancer, but no music. But basically, as a Chocobo, you can either do normal attack, or you can actually use magic like fire, ice, lightning. So you're actually Chocobo on cocaine, being able to do everything.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. You can even summon, I believe. Or you can use Ultima, I think. So, yeah.
That's Ultima. Wow.
A Chocobo with Ultima.
Jesus. I remember seeing those powerful spells for the first time in Final Fantasy X. I thought they were cool. Like Flare. Flare is just a giant column of fire. Ultima is
a laser
giant
beam.
Actually, no. Ultima in Final Fantasy X is Lulu casts it or Yuna casts it if you spec her into it. And this giant sphere envelops all the enemies, and then constant lasers hit. The sphere gets close. It starts to close, and then boom, one giant explosion.
It's still laser.
Wait, yeah, but it's not one laser. I'm gonna link that video in here too. That one's cool. And then the other one was Holy, which it looked goofy because you would just cast it, and then these like 7 orbs would just fly out of you, circle on top of the enemy, and shoot a shit ton of lasers downward, which is apparently that's stronger than Ultima, because it does non-elemental damage, whereas Ultima does like a bunch of elemental damage. And, monsters can be resilient to it, or fiends can be resilient to it. And then the strongest one is called Nova, which is an overdrive, limit breaker, an overdrive of Kimari. If you get lucky, Nova can actually do over 1 million damage in the game. And that is the most powerful ability. I've only seen it done in YouTube videos because I can't seem to get it right, but I never thought there was a move in Final Fantasy that could hit 1 million damage. That's fucking crazy.
The thing I like about Final Fantasy 2, the newer game, they don't really do it until like recently, but I've always liked the class based, like how they do it in Tactics, or even the first and second game, like the original, I guess. Because you can choose class, like you can be a ninja or monk or dragoon, whatever, right? So that's why I like Tactics a lot, because you can choose the class style, like I'm gonna make the main character like, well, Tactic Advance lets you do that, like the one on Game Boy. I think it was a really good, one of the best Tactics game. It's the FFT Advance, the one on Game Boy Advance. Yeah. Because the main character, it can be anything you want. I mean, I guess so is Tactics on PS1, but the main character can be anything. So what I would do is I will make him a ninja. And the thing about ninja in tactic games is you can attack twice, unlike any other games.
Oh.
So the ninja in 14, you don't really do like double attack. I mean, I guess you can, like skills, but in tactics, like you can only attack once per turn. But as a ninja, you carry 2 swords, and each sword does the damage. So once you master that move, you can switch class to Dragoon or whatever, and you can carry 2 swords of your class. Like you can be a fucking berserker, or I don't know, whatever you want, and just use
That's
2 swords
awesome.
like bonk, bonk, and just deal heavy damage.
That's
And
broken as fuck.
You basically deal 500 damage. I did 500 damage one time, and in tactics, 500 damage is a lot because your health's like 120, 200.
Yeah.
Like you don't, and then the max is like 999 because it's 3 digits.
Mhm.
It was insane. But that's like about tactics. But of course, the best class is always Blue Mage. Blue Mage.
The most adaptable fucking class in the game system.
Blue
Fucking
Mage,
Blue
and their self-destruct power.
Oh my god. Yeah, Kimari has self-destruct as his overdrive because like in other games you have to steal the ability to learn it or whatever, or copy or whatever. So you use Lancet. He gets self-destruct, and yeah, you can blow yourself. I did that once just for fun. I'm like, oh, he's not coming back.
Blue Mage in 14 is Blue Mage in 14 is great. It's like my second
is.
favorite class.
I still need to max mine out. I think I'm at
so
level
fun.
40.
When you actually do dungeons with it, like with friends, just like a bunch of Blue Mage is actually fun because the thing about other classes in 14 is like when you sync, you lose some skills.
Yeah.
You can sync down the Blue Mage, but you cannot take away their skills because their skill is not level based. So you
Yeah,
still
that's
have
right.
all 24 skills. I mean, you go into the fucking dungeon and you just spam everything and they all die.
That's so awesome.
It's
Because
so good.
that's one thing I hated about like the low level dungeons. It's like, oh my god, I have to just spam 3 abilities.
Doing
Fucking shit.
Sastasha as Blue Mage, it just burns through everything. It's the best.
Well, I need to level that up. I'll go back to playing Final Fantasy when 7.0 comes out. I'm there for the story content
And the Blue Mage.
Yeah, but I'll have to play more. That way I can catch up to you and Jose, and that way we can play before he gets burnt out and disappears back to Queefors 2, for crying out loud.
Just skip everything.
No! I want to know the story, bitch! That's why I like it.
It's not important. Everyone dies.
Yes, it is. No. I'm not going to say anything. But, no, I was going to let's rewind back to the summons and shit. My favorite summon is Anima, which they finally added to the game.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, in Endwalker. Fucking, for
Pretty
those of
cool.
you who don't know who Anima is, she's, well, in Final Fantasy 15 it's a he, but she is from Final Fantasy 10. That is one of the pseudo villains. That's his summon. That's Seymour Guado's summon, which the way he got it was his mom sacrificed herself to become a faith to help out her son so she could be a better, a good mother and help him in some way because she wasn't getting through to him in the story. So she sacrificed herself. She became a faith. Seymour prayed to the faith, and Anima was born. It's a crazy. I'll link the video for the overdrive because I saw that. I was happy they put that too in Final Fantasy 14. The whole fact where you get pulled underneath the map. He just starts beating the shit out of you. It's beautiful.
That was a good boss fight, the anime. I like that one.
Oh yeah,
It's
I
interesting.
loved the boss fight. It was cool. The design, I didn't really like the big cross on the thing. That was unnecessary. But most of everything else on, I think it was like on the back or the front or whatever. There was a design difference compared to the original. I don't remember exactly. But I thought it was pretty cool. That was a very fun fight. But yeah.
That is a good one. I don't know. Do you have a good favorite fight from 14s? Like favorite boss fight? Or like, let's say not boss fight, but like trials, for example. Because mine is Susanoo. That's my favorite.
I mean, I would say Ravana, but that's just because of his story, not so much because of the mechanics. The story, I like him because he's basically like Vegeta and all those type of characters where they're like, they want to have a warrior's death.
Rejoice
sort of
in the
thing.
glory of combat.
Exactly. And he's singing in the fucking thing, and I'm like, this is cool. I'm like, oh, dude, that dude is a master of the bass fucking, vocal set. I'm like, I wish I could sing that deep. That's crazy. The best fight,
Trial wise? Yeah,
trial.
for
You
me,
know what? I
it's
have to look up.
Susanoo.
You answer that first.
Susanoo for me. Because just the fact that you can do the anime style where you just block that giant sword. That's my favorite.
Oh yeah, that's fucking cool.
That's anime as hell, yo.
Super
Spoiler alert.
that's not really a spoiler. Trying to think. I liked. Let's see.
You like the fight with the Moogle, the 7
Oh
Moogles.
my god, no! Fuck that.
They changed that. They revamped the battle
Oh,
system.
they did.
Yeah, so you don't have to fight all 7 at once. Well, you do, but like differently. You don't have to kill them in order now.
Oh, okay.
So you just fight the boss, the King Moogle.
I didn't like. Fuck. What was the one I don't? I don't like.
I don't like Leviathan.
Thok.
The what?
Thok.
That's
what
the
it's called.
Ravana.
Oh, it is? Okay, never mind.
Tos-Athok?
Yeah. No, I'm just reading the stupid titles. Okay. Bismarck was annoying.
Bismarck was annoying as hell.
Yeah, the first time I go in there, my friend is carrying me. He's like, all right, Seeger, jump on over here so you don't die. I jump over to him, I fucking die. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, I told you not to listen to me. I'm like, God damn it. I guess in terms of fun, I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite.
Ultima weapon.
Eh,
Well, it doesn't matter. It's not important.
Zodiark. Maybe Zodiark?
Spoiler alert.
Nobody. Shit. I'll bleep it out. That's okay. Bleep
Bleep it out.
I'm not gonna get into that. I like Yojimbo, I guess, because he was in there, and then like
Yeah,
when you're
there you
done,
go.
he's like, I don't want to fight you anymore because this guy can't pay me. So bye bye. I'm like, what the? I'm like,
Yeah.
that's so Yojimbo. He's a mercenary down to the letter. Fucking shit. I thought that part was cool. Well, I like Ravana and Yojimbo for the most part. Those guys are cool. Nidhogg is also a good fight. I like that
Nidhogg
one
is a
too.
good one too.
Yeah,
That's a really good one.
those three. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a Heaven's Ward. And
Damn,
Knights
you're
of the
making me
Round is a
miss-
good one.
You're making me miss Final Fantasy 14. I'm not going back to it.
No, don't go
Need
back
more
to it. You don't
content.
have to. Yeah.
Well, I can't because you're not there, and even when you are there, you don't want to do. I mean, you're always like deflecting when I say something. I'm like, okay, and I can't finish fucking I can't finish the thing in Baja. What's it called?
The DR.
Yeah, I can't. We can't just beat DR, and I'm like, oh my god. I don't
There's
wanna
a Discord channel for that actually, where they gather like as many people as they can, and they all go in together.
I
You
need
have
to
Discord it.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I forgot. I don't have to do DR because you told me that's not
Yeah, you
part of the
don't.
quest. I just need the first level of that
If you-
the relic weapon or whatever.
Yeah, if you only the first one, you don't have to do DR because, well, no one
Yeah.
does DR anymore. I don't think anyone does unless you want the epic mount.
Yeah.
Other than that, you actually went to Coffee Bean to get coffee.
Yeah, bitch, I'm not fucking making coffee.
Why
The
not?
fuck?
It's so much cheaper.
I don't give a shit, dude. I drink this like once every 2 weeks. I don't drink it every day. I did that when it first came out, but yeah, it's cookie butter, all right? They don't have, I mean, they have the powder.
Of course they
coffee
have.
bean. Shut the fuck up. I don't have a normal coffee machine here, and I don't want to buy one. I have
I'll
it's
buy
a
it for you.
grinder. My uncle has a grinder, so he presses the machine, it grinds it. Then he pours the things into a French press, and
Yes.
he makes it. I'm like, I don't want to do this shit. That's
The French press, I have a French press too. If it's like a
used to
good
use
coffee, yeah, if it's like a good coffee, I'll use French press. Like something expensive that's from like Indonesia or something, I'll use
Yeah.
the French press. But if it's just like Folier or like Ubon or like Aldi coffee, I'll just use the fucking coffee
You
maker.
bond. Ew, what the fuck? I'd rather eat tree bark than fucking
Hey
drink
man,
that nasty
that's
shit.
why you have a creamer to just mask the nastiness. You know.
Yeah.
That's-
Before I forget, let me get into the serious topic, even though we're like 45 minutes in.
So
So
do-
for those of you guys don't know, unfortunately, November 9th. Okay, so the week before November 19th, we lost Kevin Conroy.
Who's that?
He's the voice. We already talked about this. He's the voice actor of Batman.
No, I know
No.
who he is.
No, but then a week later, like 2022 has just been shit this year. But a week later, on November 19th, on that Saturday, Jason David Frank took his life. That's never anything to joke about. Unfortunately, I'll stick a video at the end of this with the hotline and everything. So rest in power, because he was the white and green Power Ranger, as well as the red Turbo Ranger, the red something else Ranger, and the black and also a Black Ranger. So that was unfortunate. After hearing about his death, it really made me. Well, first of all, I cried because I was attached to him as a character in the show. I grew up with Power Rangers, and him taking his life as a result of his mental illness issues is never a good thing, because I mean, he made a video called "In My Head" about a year ago, and it was interesting. I'll link it in the description. He's basically talking to his problems in like a talk circle, kind of like if you were like AA or whatever, and he's like, oh, your depression, your anxiety, your anger, and he's talking about them, and at the end he's like, oh, fortunately suicide isn't here. That means it's not, he's not here for today, and unfortunately it came earlier, or about a couple weeks ago. But when that happened, everybody was fucking sad in the geek world. I don't know how you feel about Power Rangers, Ryan, but for me, I grew up and I'm like, this guy is fucking cool. I love the White Ranger because that's how I was introduced to Power Rangers, with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, not so much the TV show. I watched that after. So I immediately got attached to the White Ranger because he was fucking cool. And then I liked the Green Ranger after that. But did you watch? I don't know if I asked you. Did you get into Power Rangers or Super Sentai at least?
I watched Power Ranger, the original Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. That actually aired in Indonesia.
Oh shit! Okay.
And then I had the Super Nintendo game,
Oh,
the really
I
good
forgot
one.
that was yeah.
I
I
played
had the Game Gear game for the movie.
that one.
Fun.
That's all I know about Power Ranger. Like, yeah, I like the show and everything, but I like the show as a kid, but I never got too attached to it. To me, it was whatever. Like, I'm not like crazy attached to it. I'll watch it, but I'm not gonna like look for it.
I understand. But I told that to Simon too, and he's like, I watch Power Rangers like any other kid, but he doesn't have any emotion. He doesn't get attached to anything. He told me the only time he would cry would be if Tim Cook died. And
Tim Cook.
I'm like, really? I'm like, you didn't cry when Steve Jobs died? He's like, no, because he's a fucking idiot, and he was eating fruits as a diet, which is stupid. So that was on him.
That is
I'm like,
stupid.
that's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. But back to the main thing. No, I always thought, I had like a White Ranger costume as a kid, and I knew as soon as this happened, you know how I buy, action figures for photography. I knew as soon as this happened, the fucking all the Tommy Oliver figures would go out of stock and be scalped. And true enough, now if you want to buy the Green or White Ranger toys, they're fucking $50, $60, $70 because scalpers fucking bought them all off of Hasbro and Amazon and eBay and shit just to make money on his
miseries.
death, which is pathetic. Like, I would have bought. My purpose in buying it is so I can make tribute photos to the guy. Like, I already have Lord Draken, which is supposedly the strongest Power Ranger in all the lore, and I wanted the Green and White Ranger to fight him, but no, scalpers ruined that, so now I gotta wait for Christmas or something. But
just 3D printed.
No, I don't have a 3D printer, and it's not the same. Because I don't
paint
know how to. No, I don't have steady hands to paint it. But no, that's never good. Suicide is never good. I mean, I've dealt with it, which I'll get more into that at the end of the video. It's a shame we lost him. So rest in peace, Jason David Frank. You will be missed, and hopefully your family does well. Not your ex-wife. She can go to hell for all I care. She just wanted him for the money. She was with him for like 19 years. This is what happened. She was with him for 19 years, and she was, I guess, filing for a divorce for allegedly because Jason was cheating, allegedly, without any proof. And then they got a hotel, but they had different rooms. They got into an argument, and then he locked himself in there. Police couldn't get in, so they asked the hotel room to open it up, and he was hanging. So, yeah, that's the wife's fault, and also mental illnesses and everything. So, yeah, thoughts and yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna get off the serious topic because that's not what this podcast is about. But it's still important to know about mental health. If you guys if there's anything, talk to somebody. I'll explain more at the end of the video.
Don't talk to me though. Oh,
you know, don't talk. I talk to you. No, but reach out to your friends and family. If you don't have that, please go to a therapist. Trust me. It worked with me. It can work with you. Just, you got to open up to somebody.
You got to take the initiative.
Yeah, exactly. You have to if you want to change. But I was going to talk about Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving. Mine was interesting. I mean, it was simple. It was just me, my mom, my uncle, my grandma, my brother, and my niece. Because all the other family members, well, Hans was with his family, and then my cousin and them, they were with their family up in Fresno. So it was just us. Which I think they'll come back. We'll have more people for Christmas. But we go over there, and my mom, for those of you who don't know, she has like 4 dogs, 2 bunnies, and 2 cats. I'm not allergic to the bunnies. They're fine. I always
4 bunnies, 4 children, 4 cats. 4...
No, we go over there, and my uncle brings his 2 dogs, Falcor and Rossi, and so that's a total of 6 dogs. We get there. First things first, my knee is hurting at this point because I work out 3 days a week, and I was doing Muay Thai. I do Muay Thai on Wednesdays for 10 minutes to 30 minutes, and I kicked too hard with my left leg, so the top of my tibia was bruised, and it's not bruised anymore. A different part of my knee hurts now because I was doing jump squats, but that's another story. So my knee was hurting, so I was crippled, and I did take ibuprofen, 4 pills of ibuprofen, so it's 800 milligrams. So it was slowly, the pain was going away. We get there, and the dogs, I start petting the dogs, and I wash my hands, and then somehow my left eye starts getting itchy, and then I go to the bathroom, and it's completely pink because somehow the dog's dandruff got into my eye, even though I washed it, and I'm just like, great, now I have fucking pink eye minus the crust. I've never had crusty pink eye. I've always just had a really pink eye from allergy issues. And then
I don't think that's pink eye. I think that's just allergy. Pink eye would be different.
But it's literally a pink eye.
Well, yeah, but it's not. That's not the pink eye that we all know. It's just
no,
allergy.
but it's a variation of it. It's an allergy pink eye. Which as a kid I was highly allergic to cats and dogs because I remember going over to a relative's house in San Diego once, and I played with their dogs. I didn't wash my hands, and both of my eyes were pink. I could barely see. I was like this. I was super Asian the entire night. I was like, crap. I was crying too because you have to the tears are supposed to wash it out. It wasn't happening. That also happened when I used to eat egg, when I accidentally ate egg whites as a kid. Like, you know how they have like the meringue, a pastry, the egg white meringue pastry. Mm-hmm. I ate one of those, and I got pink eye from that. And also my throat was closed. So I had to get, it wasn't EpiPen, but my dad had to get my inhaler, and I was like, I didn't know I was allergic to that shit. So
what are you allergic to from that part?
The eggs, the egg whites. No, I was heavily allergic to eggs as a kid. But then I got older, and I guess I lost that allergy.
I don't think it's the egg then. There's something, because meringue is a mix of usually egg whites and sugar.
Well, I'm not allergic to sugar, so then it was egg whites.
Well, there's something else.
I went to the doctor, and he's like, "Yeah, you're allergic to egg whites." I'm like, "Oh, shit."
I guess you can.
I mean, you could be allergic to anything. People could be allergic to sunlight, for crying out loud. So,
well, okay.
But yeah, that's what happened. But at Thanksgiving, yeah, my eye was pink, so I had to put eye drops in it, and then let me see what else happened. Oh, and because there were so many animals, my asthma started acting up, so I started breathing heavily. And then later on, after Thanksgiving, when I got home, because I was on ibuprofen and I forgot, I scratched my leg because it was itchy, and I picked off a scab by accident, and I started bleeding profusely. I didn't notice it until I put my foot on the ground, and it was wet, and I was like, "What the fuck?" There was blood all over my floor. Because of the fucking blood thinner. I'm like, well, I guess I forgot that happened.
What a mess of a Thanksgiving.
I know!
What the hell?
No, but it makes for an interesting story. I've never seen myself bleed that much because I completely forgot that ibuprofen is a blood thinner. And yeah, I was on a lot because I'm a big guy. So I haven't actually had to take ibuprofen in a couple days, which is good because 800 milligrams is strong. That's
a lot.
That's the limit for a single intake. Yeah, I think the maximum you can have in a day is 1,600 milligrams.
Either 1,600 or 1,200, somewhere.
The most I've ever had was 1,600 milligrams. I took it in the morning, and 6 hours later, I took it again. Back when my knee was really, really hurting. And then I would cycle off to Tylenol and take only 2 pills of Tylenol.
Sounds like you have a ibuprofen addiction. You gotta talk to a therapist about that.
No, I used to take ibuprofen a lot because I thought I was getting migraines, but it was my septum. It was causing me so much pain in my head. But thankfully, I got the deviated septum surgery. Even though like the scar tissue healed, but I can breathe better than I used to, and I don't get those headaches anymore. But during that time, I would take 2 pills of ibuprofen a day for 2 years, and my doctor's like, "You need to stop," because he's like, your blood, like he could see what was happening in my liver on the charts, and he's like, "If you keep doing this, you're going to permanently damage your liver." I'm like, "Oh shit, okay, well, time to get a surgery."
Yeah, I think
that.
Ibuprofen not only, well, it can affect your liver, but it can also affect your kidney, I think. That's what I remember Stephanie said. It's like,
I think it was kidney. Yeah,
kidney, because Tylenol is your liver and ibuprofen is your kidney. If you take too much.
I don't remember. It was one of those. But anyway, how was your Thanksgiving?
Well, I was with my wife, my wife's family, and my wife's friends. We celebrated at her parents' cafe.
Oh, okay.
Because they have a bigger kitchen and bigger table to serve people, and bigger sink.
Yeah.
So we celebrated there, and then
That's cool.
we didn't even bother making turkey. We just made chicken satay, and all kinds of traditional dishes, like yellow rice. People bought like Indonesian food, brought Indonesian foods. I'm like, it's better than fucking turkey. All right.
Yeah.
There's no ham, which I don't really. I mean, I like ham, but I don't really care for it that much.
Yeah, same here.
But yeah, we ate chicken. We had like, what else is there? Like Indonesian desserts, And then since it's a cafe, we can just make our own coffee, like espresso in the back if you want. Just go
that's
behind
nice.
the counter, just like, yeah, we want coffee, we'll make it. Make
That's
latte, basically coffee. Your coffee bean style coffee if you want.
Yeah. That's how do you know you're an adult? You're making coffee at night, for crying out loud.
Yeah. But yeah, it was good. It was Stephanie's family, and then her aunt and uncle and one of her cousin came over along with her friends.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I think, about maybe 16 people total. 12, 16 people. No pets though. No one died from close to asthma or bleeding. So
I didn't die from that either. I'm still here.
Well, no one came close to dying. Is what I'm trying to say.
Shit. Shut up.
But that's about it. We didn't do much. We just ate, and then we had to leave. Also, like run. Well, technically we had to leave earlier because we still have to feed Lily
Oh yeah.
for
yeah.
dinner. So otherwise she would
Kitty.
just
Where's my food?
Yeah, she came home. We came home, fed her. She just finished it right away, and she's done. Went back to
Nice.
sleep. And then whatever. But that was Thanksgiving. It was,
Have you ever had saltwater brine turkey?
No, I don't think so.
Ah, dude. Okay. That makes an exception for what makes turkey delicious. Because whenever my mom does it, or even my cousin, because he throws MSG in there, that's the only time other than deep fried turkey, that I deem turkey as delicious, because
I think
turkey
I
is too
see
fucking
why.
dry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you
because
do
it's
saltwater brine, the water
it's
goes into
so
turkey.
juicy.
It's juicier.
Oh my god, yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And with MSG, which my cousin did last year, I ate so much turkey. Like that was like the most turkey I ever ate at a Thanksgiving, because my German side doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. They just toss it in the oven, and it's dry as shit without anything else. So I'm glad I don't do that anymore with my German side, because they don't know what they're doing. And it took my mom years to figure out how to make her turkey taste good, and then she just learned about like saltwater brine probably 5 years ago. And then when she started doing it, I started enjoying the turkey because it was juicy.
That's the problem with turkey. They're like all chicken breast meat.
It's too fucking lean. Yeah.
It's too dry. I can't.
It's good for health purposes because it's so lean and there's no fat on it. But for taste, it's garbage. It's like chicken breast. I hate chicken breast unless it's deep fried.
The flavor all comes from the fat.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best part.
And some fat is good fat. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, your body does need fat. To function.
Energies.
Yeah, just not like saturated or trans fat or whatever. Those are bad.
Oat milk fat.
Oat milk fat.
I drank oat milk this morning.
I know, that's your favorite milk.
It is my favorite milk now. After I discovered it, it tastes a lot better than any other milk. Fucking hate cow milk.
Yeah, I haven't had cow milk in forever. I'm just still stuck on, almond milk. I'm cool with that.
Breast milk.
No, that's where we stop. I don't know why people are like, "Oh, I want to drink mommy milk." Why? That's not for you. That's for an infant. Ugh, it's disgusting. But we're not talking about that here.
I was watching a show with Stephanie. It's on Netflix. It's the Ricky Gervais show.
Oh, okay.
I forgot what it's called. It's a series. Basically the idea is like his wife passed, and he's like trying really hard to not to commit suicide. But
okay.
But throughout the day, he has a job, and like he's just trying to get through life, and he does his job like where he interviews people. But one of the person he interviews is this lady, and then she's lactating, right?
Oh
and
my god.
And she's like, yeah, I'm still lactating, so I like to express myself, like just kind of force it out, right?
Oh my god.
But then I have
Afterlife?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Okay,
Afterlife.
I need to watch that.
And
Continue,
then
sorry.
and then she's like, but I don't know what to do with my milk. So she started baking cupcakes with it. And
Oh my
but
god!
the Ricky Gervais and his coworker would start eating it, but then he didn't know what it was made from. He just started stopping it, like, oh well, what the fuck?
Oh my
It's like,
god!
but his coworker just kept eating him, like, oh, this is delicious.
Oh my god!
And then I'm like, oh, that's disgusting. What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you fucking mental or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, so what else do you do? Like, this they work for this like newspaper that records like crazy events or like crazy shit going on in the town.
Yeah.
So and then like, oh, what else do you? Oh yeah, I'm starting to make my own bread using yeast. Like, what kind of yeast? Like my vaginal yeast. Like, what
Okay.
the hell?
What
What's
the
wrong with
fuck?
you? And then and then the coworker's like, do you have a tray I can try maybe? And it's like, no.
Oh my-
Ricky Gervais is like, no, get out, we're done here. Fuck this shit.
That
That
reminds
was
me of
so funny.
That reminds me of two things. That anime that's basically a hentai Seikon no Quasar, where in order to power up for like a fight or whatever, the characters have to suck each other's tits and get the milk out. Who the fuck came up with this idea for a story? Like, yeah, let's power the mech. Yeah, suck my titties. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Ew. Like, that's weird. There's that, or there's we're getting crass here, listeners, sorry, but it's important to the lols. But it reminds me of the episode of The League where that's a TV show about fantasy football. I don't care about football anymore, but there's a character in there named Andre, and he's an idiot, and he's going up to the group and he's drinking this packet, and he's like, "Hey guys," and he's like, "What you got there, Andre?" He's like, "Oh, this it's this new thing that gives me tons of energy. It's called spunk." I'm like, "Oh no." And he's like, "Oh yeah, dude, it's you have different flavors. I get it at this one building over there. I forgot. It's some kind of bank. I don't remember. It doesn't say like sperm bank on it. It says something else. But essentially, he's drinking sperm for energy." I'm just like, "Oh god, dude, no." It's disgusting.
Nasty.
But he's a stupid character, so it makes sense.
Nasty.
Oh god. But anyway, off the nasty topic. What did you think of the new Super Mario Brothers trailer?
I haven't
that
seen
came
it.
out this week. You haven't seen it yet?
I haven't seen
I
it.
told you to watch it.
Oh, I
my
forgot. I was
God.
going to do it after work, but then I worked out and I played games. So I forgot it.
Oh man, do you care if I talk about it?
You can talk about it. I don't care.
Well, okay, they did a better job. I'm still like, okay, you see Chris Pratt saying Mario's lines. Spoiler for anyone who's seen the trailer, so mute this part. I don't fucking care. But he's saying Mario's lines like, let's go, but instead of saying that, he's like, let's go. Like it's lower because it's supposed to be more realistic instead of just high pitched. Bowser's cool because it opens with like Bowser holding Luigi, and he's like shit talking Luigi because he's like, "Oh, you're the pathetic brother, whatever," and all this other shit. I think that's what he said. And then they actually throw in like Mario Kart reference, like they literally get in go-karts and you see Rainbow Road, which I find hilarious. So it's cool to see like all the other like the stuff from like Mario in this movie. I thought it was just going to be a normal movie. He's literally jumping on fucking platforms in one part of the trailer, which I find funny. And then he runs into the fire stick, but it's not a fire stick. It's like made of something solid or whatever. Because he's like training to hop through levels, I think, with Peach. It looks more entertaining than the first one. I'm still iffy on the voices. We'll see. I think, Jack Black's a good Bowser. Charlie Day, I'm okay with Luigi because Charlie Day's hilarious.
So Jordan Key is someone.
He's Toad.
He's
He's
right?
Toad. Yeah, Jordan's Toad. Donkey Kong is Seth Rogen, which there's a part where it makes a reference to like the Mario he's fighting DK, and it looks like a 3D version of the Donkey Kong game where you first see Mario, where he's throwing barrels off.
Yeah.
Like there's a reference there. I'm like, okay, this is basically a nostalgia movie, so I can turn my brain off and watch it. I think that's pretty cool.
You're not gonna like analyze it and write a review on Rotten Tomatoes afterward.
Nah, I couldn't care less because as anal as I am about accuracy, it's first of all, it's a kids movie. Second of all, it's Nintendo, so I hate most of their shit, but I like the nostalgia. And 3, I'm not super attached to Nintendo like everyone else. Like I'm just like, oh, this is cool. So I can watch it without really taking it so seriously or whatever. Did you see the Transformers Rise of the Beast trailer?
No, I stopped caring about Transformers.
Ah, but this is a good one. It's not Michael Bay anymore. He's out
Dude.
of the series.
Well, I never, to be fair, I never got attached to Transformers. I actually never watched the show, like the cartoons or whatever. Because I know people who like Transformers, they used to watch the show and all that stuff. That's why like they got into it, but it never aired back home, so I never.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I never like got into it.
Well, yeah, but when you came over to America, you had cable. No, you had Cartoon Network.
Yeah, but I didn't watch Transformers. I watched SpongeBob.
Yeah, but they had Transformers Armada, Energon, and Cybertron airing when we were in high school. That's when I got introduced to Transformers.
I don't even know what any of those means. I didn't watch
Transformers Armada was like the entire art style was based on anime. Like if you watch the opening, it looks anime as fuck. But then you have Transformers Energon that's when they introduced CGI when Cartoon Network started implementing CGI. That shit looked ugly, and then Cybertron made the CGI look better and it had a better story. But all right, well you missed out on that then. Poopy.
I don't. Yeah,
the movie looks good.
I didn't watch Transformers. I don't think I will. I don't know. I don't know if I want to watch Transformers again or like any Transformers. It might be good. Who knows? But I was never into it.
I would recommend watching this because it's the best part of Transformers. Every fan will tell you Beast Wars was the best because it deviated. Well, I don't know why it's the best. I'm not like that big Beast Wars fan, but it's different from cars and vehicles. This one had to deal with like, the Autobots taking over animals, and they're not the Autobots anymore. They're called the Primals and shit, and it's not Optimus Prime. It's a different version of Optimus. It's Optimus Primal. So in the movie, you have Optimus Prime and Primal, and they're going to war with the Beast. I don't know what they're called, the Beast Bots or whatever. And I think this is connected to the Bumblebee movie. The Bumblebee movie was a good standalone movie. It was a good deviation from the Michael Bay franchise. And this new trailer even shows Optimus having a new look. He has a imitated design. His design mimics his Generation 1 appearance from the cartoon. So a lot of people will like that because the Michael Bay one, they're just like, okay, let's make a red and blue robot and call him Optimus Prime and make him look really intricate, because I know those like Megatron in that movie, that was the most complex CGI character ever made because of all the interlocking mechanisms because he's a robot. But this one has fucking the old design, which looks really cool, and it doesn't look like the humans are that important, which also is good because that was something stupid from the Michael Bay franchise, was the humans. Like, nobody gives a shit about the people. We're here for the robots, not the people. Which they kind of do that in Transformers Armada, Energon, and Cybertron. They have like the humans there, but nobody gives a shit about them. I'm like, I care about the robots. So it looks good. I have high hopes for it.
I'll watch it in the airplane when it comes on an airplane. When I fly somewhere, I was like, oh, it's there. I'll watch it, but I'm not gonna look for it.
Fucking shit.
A lot of the movies I caught up with, like even Top Gun, it's like, oh, it's an airplane. When I went to Hawaii, so I'll watch Top Gun.
That movie's fucked. Dude, you know what's coming back to theaters?
SpongeBob?
No, I said the Top Gun.
Oh.
Top
really?
Gun Maverick is coming back to theaters before, like a couple weeks before, I think, Avatar: The Way of Water comes out.
What's Avatar: The Way of Water?
That's the sequel to the first Avatar movie.
The last Airbender?
No, the Avatar
James
movie.
Cameron
Avatar?
The
garbage movie.
Oh, it's not garbage. It's pretty good.
No, it's terrible. It's a 3-hour movie about fucking Pocahontas with aliens, or Dances with Wolves with aliens.
I liked it.
I hated it. The CGI was great. And that's it. I hated everything else about it because it took too goddamn long. It's like, oh, white guy falls in love with native girl. Yeah, okay. I'm like, we've seen this before. And now I don't know why. And then James Cameron is banking heavily on this sequel, saying that people will go see it multiple times. And because he took so long, I'm pretty sure nobody fucking cares anymore. Like, except for you, probably. I don't give a shit anymore because he took like 10 fucking years to make this movie, and he's gonna do the same thing with with 3, 4, and 5. He's gonna be like 90 by the time he finishes his anthology.
I don't really give a shit about movie that much, honestly. Like,
yeah,
I never cared much about it. Like, I wouldn't. How would I say, like I'll be a fan of something, but even if it comes out in theater, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I gotta watch it. Like, I stopped caring after a while. Like, if it's on the airplane when I fly somewhere, I'll watch it. But if it's not, like, maybe if it's on HBO or Netflix, I'll watch it eventually. But I'm not gonna go out in the theater, spend $15 for it just to watch a movie anymore. I think I'm kind of done.
I only do that if the movie is warrants a legit reason. Like Top Gun Maverick, that's best seen in the movie theater. So you can hear the sound, see the picture, and you can feel the power. Like, I need to see that in 4DX in Hollywood or whatever, where they have like the seats vibrating when, you know, the plane flies over the camera or whatever. That would be worth sitting in that kind of theater. I would be willing to pay that once. And now he's going away from the camera. I think so Top Gun, that was the last one I saw in theater, Maverick. The one before that was 007, No Time to Die. I didn't pay for it. And then before that was Spider-Man No Way Home, because it was Spider-Man. I'm like, okay, I gotta check that one out.
I still need to watch that one, but I'm just gonna wait till it comes on streaming.
It is.
It is on streaming already?
It should be. I mean, it came out a year ago. It literally came out a year ago.
I watched No Way Home, the last one with the 3 Spider-Mans.
Yeah, No Way Home. That's the one I'm talking about.
That was a year ago? That was last year. That was this year.
No, that came out a year ago.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it came out in 2021. At the end of November.
No, because I didn't see it in Disney Plus.
That's why it's there now. It's been there. I saw it. I'm glad I didn't see Multiverse of Madness in theater. That one was whatever. Wakanda Forever I thought was good. Thor: Love and Thunder was shit. It's terrible.
Yeah,
Taika Waititi needs to stop fucking directing or change his directing style, because I'm sick of him shoehorning in jokes every 10 minutes. It's like, dude, stop. This isn't fun. Fucking A.
I stopped caring about Marvel too much too, because you know what? I think in general I just stopped caring.
I know.
About a lot of things. There are more important things in my life to care about, like where I should go next and stuff like that. And what games to play next.
I can't let go. I personally can't let go of fucking fandoms or whatever. It's like, there's no way. It's a part of who I am.
It's a part of who you are.
If you guys have,
I was thinking, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you listeners and viewers have not seen Thor: Love and Thunder, don't watch it. You're not missing out. Or if you watch it, just pirate it, because it's literally the same thing. It's the same fucking story for the last 3 movies. The only good Thor movie was Thor Ragnarok, because that was Taika Waititi's. That was his breakthrough in Hollywood, I believe. That one was good, and so was Free Guy. But
Free Guy was very good.
No, Thor: Love and Thunder is terrible, because it's like, oh, hey, wait, Thor needs to find himself. He needs to figure out who he is for 90% of the movie. Then he figure out who he is, and he becomes a badass. Like, why is this the repeating theme? We don't have this problem with any other superhero. It's just Thor. He's been doing it for the past 3 fucking movies. He needs to figure out, oh, wait, am I worthy? Okay, cool, I can pick up Mjolnir. Oh, the second movie, am I worthy? Oh, shit, I can kill the fucking Dark Elves. Oh shit, am I worthy? I don't want to be Thor anymore. I want to be fucking.
Yeah,
I want to give that to Valkyrie. Like, who's writing this shit?
I never got the whole point of that movie anyway. It's like,
which one?
Well, the Thor one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I think they're like
stupid.
whatever.
The best thing to come out of Thor was the Loki TV show. The Loki TV show was really good.
That was not bad.
Loki's a good character.
Yeah, I finished watching that. That was not bad.
Oh, okay. I can't wait for the sequel. The sequel will be the sequel TV show should be pretty interesting, dealing with the repercussions of what he did.
Yeah.
What's her name? Selkie?
Sylvia?
Selfie? I don't know. The female
Selena?
Thor. She's the one who fucking
Selena?
started the multiverse.
Selenion?
Selena. Yeah. No. Sylphie. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I think it's Sylphie. She's the one who fucking broke the multiverse and opened it. And now we get to see Kang in Ant-Man Quantumania, which I won't see that in theater, but I'm excited to see it because Kang is actually a really good villain. He's, for those of you who don't know, I'm not super big into Marvel Comics itself, but I know that Kang is a highly intelligent being who possesses the ability to go anywhere, any moment in time, and what he likes to do is collect technology from those moments in time. So he has an incredibly huge arsenal of weapons and gear, and his suit alone is super high tech to withstand the power from any of the Avengers or whatever. So that should be a cool villain when we get to see him on the screen in that movie, as well as when we see him in the Kang Dynasty, and Secret Wars too, because Secret Wars I think will close out all the multiverse, because the Secret Wars has to deal with literally a battle across the multiverse with cameos and all heroes from all these alternate realities and shit. So that should be interesting. That should be cool. But what else was I? Well, how did we get onto this topic?
I don't know.
I don't fucking remember.
Well, anyway.
Anyway.
Does your company do any holiday party?
Yeah. So usually it's one employee that does it. This year there was some lady on my floor that we don't do holiday parties. We just have like potlucks at work. I don't partake in it because I'm like trying to eat healthy, and they piss me off because they're like, go on, eat something, eat this, it's okay. I'm like, no, it's not okay. I have to go to the fucking gym later. I don't want to burn this off. I'd rather just burn off my 280 calories of chicken and rice than 600 calories of a fucking cinnamon roll or a donut or whatever. Like, get the fuck out of here. I if there should be consent for physical content, there should be consent for food. If I say no, stop offering me fucking food. For crying out loud. Because that's what these people do at work. I'm just like, I don't want to eat it.
Go out and eat in your truck.
That's what I do now because that happened. Because people wouldn't bother me, so I just make my food, stick it in my insulated bag, and walk the fuck out. Because now my knee doesn't hurt as bad anymore, so I can walk. And I'll just eat in my truck.
You stopped taking ibuprofen because you're in knee.
No, I stopped taking it because I don't want to hurt my organs. So I'm just like, all right, I'm just going to muscle through it. Fuck it. And then the pain actually started going away naturally. Yeah. But instead of on the side tibia, because before I couldn't twist my leg without feeling pain, now the minute you flex your knee, like, when you flex your knee, that's when it hurts. That's like the front part of the kneecap, when you're flexing your knee, that's the moment it hurts. But that's because I was doing jump squats on Wednesday, because my coach was like, all right, get down and then jump to the left, jump to the right. I'm like, oh, fuck. Dude, they like to work me out even though I tell them I'm sore. I'm like, oh, my triceps are sore. Okay, what are we doing? We're doing fucking triceps. I'm like, God damn it.
I was thinking too, like when we do this podcast too, we should do it not just like, because if we have a video, we don't have to do just our faces. You could just be playing a single player game and we just talk over it with our face on it.
We could, but I'm focused. I have to do this. I have to focus on talking to you.
I'll be the one playing the game. You can talk to me. I can multitask.
Can you multi? We'll see.
I can multitask pretty well. I talk to Stephanie while I'm playing games, and I still retain the information she gives me.
Okay, we'll see.
So we can try. We don't even have to play super complicated games. Like just something stupid, like Super Mario World or something.
Yes.
or something easy. Like yeah. But anyway, speaking of holiday party,
yeah,
cause like today we're like going to Stephanie's office party, and they invited us to go to Brazilian barbecue tonight.
Oh,
I
Brazilian barbecue?
Do you know what it is?
No.
So
never heard of
basically, it's
that.
like a buffet, but instead of you going to a buffet, like this guy, the server comes with a skewer of meat, and just shave it off on your plate.
That's cool.
Basically, they bring like a kebab style or like a al pastor, like like a big shank of meat, like on a stick, like a skewer, and then just like shave it for you. It's like that's all you do. You just eat there. It's a Brazilian barbecue style. It is.
Okay.
It's expensive though. I think it's like $60 per person.
Yeah.
But the office is paying for us, so I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try. And the fact that it's a buffet at night is what kind of like I want to try it, but I usually try to avoid eating huge dinner or like buffet for dinner because I want to get my money's worth from a buffet usually.
Oh yeah.
And that's why I do it during lunch when I can just eat a lot. But for dinner, like I just eat whatever I can, but I'm not gonna go overboard with it. Otherwise, all that hard work will be for nothing. Well, I guess not really, but yeah, we're doing that.
I totally understand with the whole buffet thing. I mean, we went to fucking for those of you who don't know, we went to the most expensive buffet I paid for was $64 at the Bacchanal buffet in Vegas with Ryan, Simon, our friend Boss, and his wife Stephanie. And
my wife Stephanie, not his wife.
Yeah, I said his, and you know what I mean, okay? God damn it, and your wife Stephanie. And that was an interesting trip because I got a fucking headache on the day that we were supposed to drink, and I wasn't lying about that. My head, I literally got a headache. I fucking hated it. And then, but no, we go to the Bacchanal place. $64 for a buffet. That is the best buffet I've ever had. I ate so much food, my stomach hurt. And then me and Simon, we were hurting. And then this motherfucker comes with a tray of like 20 desserts. And he's like, hey guys, why don't you try these desserts? I'm like, oh my God. Me and Simon we were dying. And Ryan had to sweet talk us into just eating a little bit more. You gave us what? Tiramisu. You gave us
so there's like lines of dessert, right? And then well, the reason these fuckers are full because all they ate was the mac and cheese.
Dude, okay, hold on.
Obviously, of course your stomach's gonna hurt when you eat mac and cheese only.
You don't understand. Listeners and viewers, you don't understand. This was the best mac and cheese ever. Kraft mac and cheese on a scale of 1 to 10 is a 2 out of 10, a 3 when you're baked. This mac and cheese, I felt like I came from eating it because of how good it tasted. And it's so good, Simon almost mimicked the entire recipe. And because he went back to Bacchanal a month later, tried the same mac and cheese, but it was different because a different chef made it. So that's why it was so good. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, well, anyway, this sucker got so full from eating mac and cheese, and all I ate, Stephanie and I and our friend Boss, we ate seafood, so like crab legs and oysters, and
I had that
we're not that full from that. So like, oh, let's have a bunch of desserts, and they're all different. Like tiramisu, there's creme brulee, there's panna cotta, there's like different flavor of ice cream. So I want to try everything, but I don't want to eat all one piece of each cake by myself. So I got all of them. We start sharing with 5 people because like they're small piece. They're like.
Yeah, they're
like
really
bite
small.
size, basically. But we just grab a spoon. It's like doing it the Master Chef style, and just like each grab a spoon and start eating it piece by piece. So you just have a taste. But it's a waste to not try it. Like creme brulee and panna cotta, we don't really eat that like out of. I mean, you can eat creme brulee anywhere, but like if
you don't really find that on a daily basis.
Yeah. Or
that's
panna cotta. There's like passion fruit mousse and all that. This kind of different mousse, like mango mousse. Matcha.
Yeah.
Like it was good. So
that's one reason why I had to eat it, because I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I might as well. And that was the first time I had creme brulee, and I had 2 creme brulees because it was so fucking good.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Creme brulee is delicious.
It's one of my favorite desserts now.
It is.
Shit.
You should order when you go to like a restaurant.
If it's there, yeah.
Some restaurant makes it really really well. Like when because they torch the top, right? Because the top is sugar,
Yeah.
and it torches so it like crystallizes.
Caramelized, yeah.
Yeah. So some places
delicious.
make it really good. They just like crack it and you just eat it. Like, oh.
So good. But yeah, that was the first thing I ate there was the king crab legs because there was a line and I'm like, you know what? I might as well fucking eat this shit. It's fresh. It's hot out of the water. I ate it. Simon taught me how to break the legs, and oh my god, it was delicious. I remember I ate that. I ate orange chicken. Shut up. I ate orange chicken.
This guy, $65 for a buffet, and the thing he ate was fucking Panda Express orange chicken.
It was Panda. It was Bacano.
It was the same shit.
And then I had Korean short ribs, which I know you roll your eyes at that too, because you can find that anywhere.
You can find it anywhere.
Because when I go to a buffet, I'm not looking for this is the most unique item. I'm gonna eat this. I'm there. I'm just gonna eat whatever I think is delicious.
I mean, they had sushi there too. No one ate it.
The only time I ate sushi at a buffet was in Mexico, and it was he just rolled his eyes, and it was in Mexico, and it was at a buffet, and I'm like, oh hey, it has my favorite sushi, which is salmon fucking nigiri. Hell yeah. I love that shit. That's the slice of salmon that's on the rice square.
That reminds me when I went to Japan and ate taco too in a buffet.
Shut up! It was there. It tasted. I had like 15.
When I went to Japan, they had the al pastor taco and some language, and I start eating it in a buffet.
Bruh, they have fucking McDonald's and KFC in Japan. All right, you can't hate on me for that.
No,
because they
that's
have that
different.
Shit over there.
Because each McDonald's, each country, has different menu.
I know that. I know.
But salmon nigiri in Mexico. Do you see where this doesn't match?
Shut the fuck up.
McDonald's in Mexico, okay, they have something different there.
I wanted to eat it. That's my favorite type of sushi. Fuck.
It's like, let me go to the Philippines. I'll eat some fucking Korean barbecue, some all-you-can-eat orange chicken.
Hey, wait, but I did eat something that was super authentic. I ate elote for the first time in Mexico.
That's fine.
I can say that.
That's
usually
fine.
that thing is like sold on the streets over here in SoCal for those of you who don't know. But yeah, that's something authentic that I ate.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with you eating elote.
No, I know that. I'm just saying that should make up for the sushi that
it does not.
Damn it!
It does not make that shit up. Like next time you go to Japan, if we ever go there, I will take you to the best Mexican restaurant in Japan, so you can eat taco, just to make up for that shit.
Great, fucking. There's this Salvadorian dish my friend told me about. Hold on, let me find the name of it. It looked disgusting because the flavors don't go together in my opinion. It's called
Pupusas?
It's a Salvadorian hot dog. It's called Montaninos. Even he says it's called the child killer. I don't know why, because it's like that unhealthy or whatever. But it's basically like it looks like a bread hot dog bun, and then they throw like let me look at the video. They have like vegetables, shredded vegetables, like cabbage and carrots, onions and shit, and then they lay rectangle slabs of meat on top, and then they have like mayo and ketchup, and that's a Salvadorian hot dog. It looks disgusting. He says it's delicious. I'm like, no, that doesn't work. Latino food for me doesn't mix with ketchup. That's like putting let's see. That's like putting
what, Seeger?
That's like putting Frank's Red One's hot sauce with Mexican food. It doesn't work because that's the palate for Mexican food is Latino flavored hot sauces. So if you have a taco, you're not going to throw Frank's hot sauce on a taco. You're going to throw salsa or salsa verde or Valentina's, whatever, Tapatio, that kind of hot sauce.
Wow.
There's different. You don't put sriracha on a fucking taco. Sriracha goes with Asian cuisine. It doesn't go with, American cuisine or Latino cuisine because of the flavors in the. I need to take a piss really bad. Sorry. Be right back, guys.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah. Silly cat.
You saw.
Welcome
What was she
back.
doing?
Oh, she was just walking around the room and looking at her bed. That's
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Makes
what the
sense.
fuck were we talking about? I don't remember.
I don't remember either. That's what
Piss.
happened when you. We were talking about food.
Oh yeah, and how I eat sushi in
Yeah.
Mexico.
But yeah, McDonald's in every country is different. Like McDonald's in Indonesia was actually a lot better than here.
Mm-hmm.
They sell one of the spiciest chicken sandwich.
That's what I heard. I heard something like that, and I know it's also better because they use better ingredients as well as they don't have like gigantic sizes like America does.
Yeah.
It's like it's controlled, which keeps the population skinny over yonder.
Yeah.
So that's good.
It was McDonald's is good. KFC is better there too. Like even Pizza Hut there's better. Like Pizza Hut was an actual restaurant there. You like a dine in when you sit down, they serve you and stuff like that. So it was good.
I wish I could say the same about Germany because when I went to Germany, the McDonald's was ass because the meat tasted weird, and I'm accustomed to the American version. And then I had their version of Pizza Hut, and I asked them for pepperoni. The motherfucker gave me a different type of meat. It wasn't pepperoni. I forgot. I don't know the German word for pepperoni, and it was like one of the nastiest pizzas I ever ate.
Really?
I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? It's not pepperoni.
We might go to Germany in March.
Lucky bastard.
We might, because Stephanie has an uncle and aunt there, like direct uncle.
Oh, cool.
And then we might just like stay over at their place and then just travel around, eat German food.
Nice.
I actually like German food. Like they have, I like their German deli, their deli sandwich. I like their bratwurst and stuff like that.
Bratwurst is good.
Yeah.
Yep.
All the different type of sausage with their sauerkraut.
Ugh, no.
I like sauerkraut. I don't mind it. But
You can try German beer.
Yeah, I heard it's really good. I'm not a big fan of beer, but I'll drink like one or two maybe, or take a sip of Stephanie's beer because she can enjoy beer.
Right.
There's a lot of German deli, not German deli, like German style food, like desserts that's really good, and then they have their own authentic Black Forest cake.
Yep.
Super
yeah,
good.
that they do.
Because it comes with, because usually it has some alcohol in it, like churn
Oh.
liquor or something. So that I need to try. There's German pretzels.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we might go there.
German chocolate.
German
chocolate. Yeah,
we
that
might
too.
go there because we were looking in March. We were looking at a ticket to Korea or Japan, but like Korea was like $1,000. Japan's like $900. Germany was like 500.
Oh, nice.
Or
There you go.
400 something. So like it's half the price. Might just try Europe. And
Yeah.
US dollar to euro right now is like almost 1-to-1 ratio.
Oh, that's convenient.
So it's really cheap. Like US dollar is so expensive right now, so it's really good for traveling. So we might just do that. We might.
Nice.
Thinking. Yeah.
That's cool. I'm
Uh,
not traveling anytime soon.
why not?
Because I want to lose weight. To be completely honest, I want to lose weight. My mom likes to take me on places because she's like, I want you to. She'll pay for it, and she's like, I want you to experience these places. But as a fat person sitting on a fucking plane, first of all, it's goddamn uncomfortable. Second of all, it's humiliating to ask for a fucking seat extension, which I did twice on my way to New York. And I had to get upgraded to the economy section. So until I lose weight, which I'm seriously working on, I don't want to go
Hey.
anywhere. I'd rather go when I'm happier.
upgrade to the economy. It's like economy is the cheapest one. How are you gonna get upgraded?
No, sorry, I said economy plus.
Oh,
Economy
okay.
plus for like United or whatever. So that's
okay.
the upper section of coach or whatever. But yeah, no, I just it's too uncomfortable to go as a big guy. Even like well, actually no, that's not weight related. I was gonna say mammoth, but altitude sickness doesn't doesn't.
People's lungs in general.
It doesn't. What is the word?
What is the word? The
Not
bird is the
segregate.
word.
It doesn't.
Affect.
It doesn't have prejudice against. There's no prejudice for.
It does not
your
discriminate.
weight size. There you go. There you go. Discriminate. It doesn't discriminate
Oh
based
my
on your
God.
size.
It doesn't
It's
prejudice.
based on your body composition and how your lungs are.
Really? The
Yeah.
first word that came to you was prejudice?
It's one of those. It's in the same category. Discriminate, prejudice.
It doesn't
racism,
it doesn't prejudice.
It doesn't prejuice. It doesn't prejuice. Fucking the shit we come up with, lol.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, no. So I'd rather feel better because my ass doesn't fit into a chair normally and forever, and it's uncomfortable. So yeah, I'm working on. I guess I've lost some weight. I can't fucking tell. My trainer's like, yeah, your titties have gotten smaller. I'm like, thanks, dude. I appreciate that.
Who's gonna suck on them
guy.
now?
Nah, he always kicks my ass. Which, fun fact, I know why he kicks my ass and why he's such a good trainer. Because, well, he's had a rough upbringing, but also
Yes, that's a good
he
start.
used to be. Well, yeah, well, that's just for his physical fitness. He got attacked when he was younger, and he got the shit kicked out of him. So he wanted to become stronger. So he took Muay Thai and weight training and stuff. But he also he was trained by Tom Brady's personal trainer 20 years ago. So before Tom Brady really took off, and before his trainer was his current is, I think it's the same guy. I don't really watch football, but before he would just train people out of his office or whatever. Before he just solely focused on Tom Brady, and that he would run him through the gutter in terms of how much he would get worked out. Like my trainer told me, he's like, yeah, I was so fucking sore the next day. I didn't want to get out of bed or do anything, but I had to because, I had to get physically, fit and whatever. So that's why he kicks my ass, because every time I go see him on Monday, because I have a different trainer for days in the week. It was Monday, I train with the owner. Wednesday, I train with the Muay Thai guy. Friday, I train with the football guy who usually has me do full body workouts. But I like it. It's fun. I never really had a problem when it came to exercise. I only had a problem when it came to sports, because sports is boring. That's why I like martial arts. Martial arts
Sports
more fun. It is, but it's more fun to see people beat the shit out of each other with skill than it is to see them playing with balls. Because
I play with
that's
balls.
not fun. Yeah, okay. I never really got into sports. My mom forced me. Well, because parents they're trying to find what their kid likes, and help me lose weight as a kid. She made me do soccer. I sucked at soccer. Basketball. I sucked at basketball,
Swimming.
except I was a good power forward. I guess.
I was into swimming. Swimming's a good sport.
Wait, hold on. I did two-hand touch football. I didn't like that because my hands would constantly get sprained.
Golf.
My dad was like, "Stop being a pussy. Just tape it up," which is true. I think the position I played was safety on the defensive team. And then I didn't do baseball. Nobody in my family gives a shit about baseball except the Japanese side.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's true.
But what do you mean that's true? What the?
The Japanese people love baseball.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They're really
Why?
into baseball. It if you ever
I didn't know that.
A lot of people in my work, they're mostly Japanese. They're really into baseball, especially now since they have a MVP rookie they just gave an MVP to one of the rookie in the Angels team. It's a Japanese guy. His name is Shohei Ohtani, and so all Japanese is rooting for him.
Oh, that's cool.
But even before that, Japan has been huge in baseball. If you're with any manga or whatever, all the character in high school, they either do soccer or baseball. They're so into baseball.
That's true.
And then one of the best player MVPs were, and even the U.S. team was Japanese. They have one in the Seattle team, the Mariners. He's a Japanese guy. His name is Ichiro Suzuki. He's Japanese. He's one of the best one. And he retired already. He's a coach now. And then of course now everybody's like rooting for Shohei Ohtani and Angels. So yes, Japanese people are really huge into baseball.
I didn't know that. That explains it. Because my aunt, like her immediate family, her husband is Japanese American, and that explains why my cousins and my uncle like baseball so much. Well, they're Giants fans. They don't like the Dodgers. But anyway, sports-wise, my family didn't really do that because my dad didn't give a shit about that. He got me into NASCAR. I mean, I didn't participate, obviously, but I just watched it on TV. Basketball, yeah. Soccer, no. Swimming, I did swimming in high school. Club swimming at the Rose Bowl. I hated it, but I had to do something. And then once I got to college, I finally found my sport that I liked, and it was Muay Thai. Because I don't know what it is. Martial arts is different from sports, and I'm going to use the corny line. It's a lifestyle. It really is a lifestyle. It is one of the best ways for me to get my stress out is striking. As much as MMA is useful and protecting you from getting lawsuits so you don't break other people's bones and shit by holding them in locks and shit until the cops arrive in a fight, striking is better. Something just feels better about hitting another person.
Hitting people in the nuts.
Exactly. Just wham! That's more fun to me. And that ties into what I was talking about with my coach on Wednesday, because I didn't know he used to do Muay Thai. I was always wondering, like, how do you know how to do all this Muay Thai stuff that I'm doing? And he's like, I used to fight professionally for like 8 years, and then I did MMA for 3 years, and then I quit that because MMA just has a bunch of sweaty guys that want to dry hump each other and not really punch, which is true. That's why I kind of don't like UFC, because they just grab each other. They don't really... A lot of the time, they're not going to punch and kick. And I'm like, it's more fun to throw punches and kicks and knees and elbows than it is to just grab somebody and hold them there. That's not fun. It's wrestling, which has always been boring to me. But, yeah, I don't know why, but I feel better doing martial arts. I can really zone in on my training in the moment, tune out everything else, and just focus on, doing combos or whatever the fuck I'm being told to do for the day. And it does help out with day-to-day things and whatever. I don't know how, but it just does. Although it does, that ties into my reaction thing, because if someone just randomly touches me like on the shoulder, I'm just going to turn around and elbow them in the face. I don't like that, because if someone taps me on the shoulder, I'm just going to be like, what the fuck? I'm just automatically accustomed to doing that because of doing Muay Thai for a year or whatever.
That's different. I get it with touching. Like, if someone taps me on the shoulder, I'm more okay with tapping, like, hey, like getting my attention. That's different. Yeah. But someone just like slow, like this is your shoulder, and she goes like, hey, okay, now we have a problem.
I'd be like, yo, back the fuck off.
Now we have a problem. If you like just like, hey, come like that, I'm like, what's up, right? That's different.
Okay, I'm gonna reach over and grab your tit.
Yeah. Which you're losing, so no one can suck anymore.
Why not? No, but yeah, I find that's cool, and I also like I like weightlifting. Well, yeah, weightlifting's fun too. I don't have a problem with that. I never had a problem with doing any of that kind of gym activity or whatever, because you feel as bodybuilders will say, the pump feels good, because when you're lifting weights, you get that adrenaline. Most people get that adrenaline. Some people don't. And you feel stronger because of all the heavy weight you're lifting, and then you can repeat that the next day and whatever on different parts.
Dost thou hoist, brethren?
Oh, do you even lift? Dost thou hoist, brethren?
Esports, that's a sport.
No. I used to watch esports when it was like League of Legends, when everyone used to play, and then I stopped giving a shit.
I don't give a shit.
Did you watch any competitive League of Legends?
I give zero shit about competitive gaming, because here's my idea about competitive gaming is that...
Yeah, I've always wanted to know. Go on.
I don't have anything against people who are into competitive gaming. Nothing wrong with that. But for me, I don't like it because that's to the point where you're gaming for a job, and it becomes tedious. And basically, you wake up, you have to do it, you do it, and it becomes a job. It loses its joy in the gaming.
Yeah.
Like the whole point of me gaming, because I just want to like play and at my own time and my own happiness, exploring at my own pace. But when you do competitive gaming, now it becomes like a job that you have to do every day, and you have to work for it, and you have to find a way.
You have to not suck.
Yeah, you have to be really good so you can earn money, and to continue doing that, it's basically like a grind that you hate. Eventually you're grinding something you like until you actually hate it doing it, and then
some people.
yeah. And second of all, it's this bunch of nerds playing games. I don't give a like they're competing against these other nerds. Like I could really give a shit about. I could give a rat's ass about it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like you could be the best in there. You could be the best gamer out there playing League of Legends, and you were be hit by a bus. I wouldn't give a shit.
Oh yeah, I understand. I only watched competitive stuff, so I like even PvP and like MMOs. I'll watch it just so I can be better when I'm doing it in the game.
Yes.
It's like, okay, I need to learn how to be top. Who would I follow in League of Legends? Dyrus, when he was important or whatever. So he could teach me how to play Darius and other top laners. I'm like, okay, sure. I'll play this. Back for those of you who don't know, I used to play League of Legends seasons 1 through 3. Sorry.
Everybody played that.
Yeah, season 1 to 3. After 3, I just stopped giving a shit. Well, not everybody, not current people.
No, not yeah.
Because the game is so different.
It was
now.
popular.
I'm not going there. Yeah, but that's when I gave a shit, and I had to pick a role because out of all my friends, nobody wanted to top, so I'm just like, fine, I'll fucking top. Solo top most of the time. And then I would, I'd follow his guides, and I'd try to imitate his play style so I can improve mine, which it did help to some degree. And I do that with, Ryan doesn't do this. I'm speaking for him because I know his answer. He doesn't follow guides or anything when playing MMOs or anything. He's skilled enough to create his own guide and perfect his own skills. I haven't got in order for me to do that. Like for Star Wars, I would always look up guides on Dolphy.com and find what's the best Sith Juggernaut build for this update, and I would copy it, and then I would look at it, and once I played it enough, then I would start to tweak it myself. That's how I build it. Or I don't care enough to modify things to that level when I play competitively because I'm just okay with the preset build or whatever. Or someone will tell me better ideas. Hey, you should move 2 points into this skill tree instead because of this instance and how often this happens. You might need it. Then I'll be like, oh, okay, sure, I'll try that.
Yeah.
But you thankfully don't have to worry about it. You can just figure that out by
Well,
yourself.
I look at guys to a certain point. For example, like when I play Heroes of the Storm with Jose or whatever, it's like after taking so long of a break, I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Okay, well that's
So I just look at guys who have to like learn everything from scratch. Like I don't want to do this, but like if you're playing an MMO, like I don't know.
Let's go Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Final Fantasy. Well, Final Fantasy, there's really not much guide. Like you just plug in.
Let's go with Ragnarok.
Oh, yeah, Ragnarok. Yeah, I just like look. I don't really look at guides like, what's a good equipment to have and how do you get it? And like, okay, I just go there and then, other than that, I just read the skills. Like, oh, this looks good. And I just invest into it, and if I fucked it up, just reset it. Like, I'll look in eventually. Like after like figuring out what skill's good, I give it a try. If it doesn't work out, okay, I'll look at the guide. Like, what do people invest their skill points in? Like I said, knight. Oh, this skill, I see why I don't use it. I don't really use it. So either I go along with that, or like I put a little bit into it, but I don't go.
Yeah.
I don't think I really go too deep into it, just so I can play however I want to.
Yeah.
Because in the game, you follow the meta, but the true meta is playing how you want it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you fine tune that, because I remember there was a guy. We'll wrap this up quickly. And when I played Star Wars: The Old Republic, everyone followed the main meta for a while for the Juggernaut class or the Guardian class, where it was AOE spec. It's one of the games that has 3 different skill trees. These guys use the AoE spec, and they would get tons of points in PvP because they just jump and smash, and you just get collective damage. My friend Agio, if you ever listen to this podcast, thanks, dude. He created his own meta of the middle tree, which was single target, and it was it was burst damage. It wasn't sustained damage over time damage like the left tree. The center tree was all about beating the shit out of individual opponents with the most damage possible in that given moment, which he's like, this is much better because it requires more skill to play Seeger, but the victory will feel so much better. And I pride myself on following his advice and going that route because I felt better as a player because I didn't follow the meta and I didn't get easy wins because I would just jump and smash and just hit everybody because anyone could do that. Not everyone could do the spec I was doing. And if you could, people would respect you for it because they respected him because he was a really good duelist. He was practically unbeatable. And he's one of those guys that I think I told you he has that he has the photographic memory to remember everything about an MMO or a video game. So if you tell him you're level 10, he'll know exactly where you are, what quest you're on in the game. And he knows everything about the game to the point where he can tell you the perfect build for any class that you're playing, just out of his head, which is but then he suffers from like other kind of people with that kind of memory. They lack other types of memory issues, but that he's always been useful to me when it comes to video games because I could just go to him and he'll be like, "Oh, here's your answer." He's the one who helped me out with Lost Ark.
His biggest issue will be like when he sees forbidden images, it will be stuck with him forever.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Oh fuck, I can't forget this."
Oh no, it's Sticker Stick. I'll be seeing this forever in my brain.
No, it's more like Bowser's dick.
Okay, there you go.
It's like Bowser peeing the snow.
Photographic memory of every wrinkles in each ball sack.
But no, he helped me out with Lost Ark, and he explained to me, he's like, okay, this is what you want to do for being a, what was my class?
I don't remember.
Striker? No, that's a...
That's Lost. That's Blade and Soul.
That's Black Desert.
Black Desert, yeah. Was it a martial artist? There's a martial artist class in Lost Ark, right?
Yeah, but it has a different...
It wasn't Soul. It was Striker or... No.
Yeah, it's called a Striker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the male martial arts.
Yeah.
It's the counterparts of the War Dancer. He told me this is what you have to do for your build and whatever, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then I found different guides. But yeah, that's the whole thing on that. But we have to wrap this up. It's been 2 hours. This is good. Thank you so much, Ryan, for coming here. Guys, check out... Well, I'm going to link the... No, actually, no, I can't link it.
Link it on the podcast guys, when you talk. Click the sound.
Check out the links down below. We have a Patreon. We have a link tree with a Patreon, Twitter, Twitch. We got, fucking Instagram. And if you want to find me personally, at Seeger Plays, at Seeger VFX, or twitch.tv/Seeger Plays. And for the other, if you don't want to click the link because you're lazy, it's For the Geeks. So For the Geeks on with 2 S's on YouTube. For the Geeks Instagram, Twitter, all that jazz. The links will be down below. And right after this, I'm going to link the video talking about the important subject we talked about earlier. But thank you guys so much. And remember, play like you mean it. Game like you mean it. I fucked that up. LOL. Okay.
Bye.
End the recording. Hey guys, Seeger here. I just wanted to discuss with you about this subject more in detail that I talked about earlier in the podcast episode. For those of you who don't know, Jason David Frank, the green-white Power Ranger, took his own life a couple weeks ago, and that is very unfortunate. And I just wanted to reach out and tell you guys to seek help. I know if you're struggling, of course, make sure you talk to your friends and family. If you don't want to open up to them because you want to keep it inside, please don't do that. This is coming from somebody who struggled with this very topic about 15 years ago. I came close to it, but I didn't. I sought out therapy. It took me a while, but talking to a third party that doesn't really know you on a personal level, like friends and family, because you don't want to make them feel bad, actually really helps a lot. And that was one reason why I didn't talk to friends and family, is because I didn't want to burden them with my problem. You don't really burden a psychologist, or a therapist rather, when you talk to them, because it's their job. So the National Suicide Hotline is 988. Just dial those numbers and you should be able to contact them. Mental health is very important. Everyone, please reach out, talk to somebody if you need to. Seek a professional. There are people willing to help you, and especially, yes, your friends and family will help you, because in the end, that's all we got is the people we know. And if you really don't have anybody, then a professional knows how to do it. It can be affordable with today's healthcare and what have you. So please, on behalf of me and the rest of For the Geeks podcasts, if you need help, don't be afraid to reach out and get it. Again, the number, you just have to dial. It's simple. You just have to dial 3 digits, 988 for the National Suicide Hotline. And it's active 24 hours a day. So you can talk to a professional and they'll help you out in any way, shape, or form. So I urge you guys to go and do that. Thank you very much for listening to this special video announcement. Hopefully I don't have to make any more of these in the future, but you never know with the kind of world we live in. So take care of yourselves, guys. Each and every one of you guys are special and awesome because you're still here today, kicking ass and what have you. So you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you guys next time.